Everybody, it is Father David. This is your weekly parish update. This one will serve for the fifth Sunday of Easter. If you're looking for the secular calendar, that's May 17th and 18th. So a couple just things that I want to point out to you. First off, I hope this weekend we're going to see, no pressure, but actually I'm kind of pressuring, our first communicants that we're so excited that this will probably be their second Holy Communion with God, that they're going to be there this Sunday. Look for those families. I hope they wear their suits, and Miss Emmy wears her wonderful little dress so that we can have Jean-Luc and Carter and Caleb and Miss Emmy there showing us again how to dress, even though it's really hot outside. I know it's hot outside. We're getting there. It's getting to summer, but that doesn't excuse us from dressing rightly for the Lord and dressing in a sacred way, meaning a different way than we would for work, for play, right? This should be our best. That'll be a homily for another time, but remember, Sunday best really is a thing, right? Because the best thing of our week is coming to Jesus Christ and uniting ourselves to Him as we offer the perfect sacrifice to the Father, which is to render unto Him Christ's sacrifice. So again, hope you all will dress like our first communicants did last week as they come for their second Holy Communion. It shows them that you now believe the same thing that they, in their little child hearts and minds, have said that they believe, that this is truly Jesus Christ, body, blood, soul, and divinity, and that we are at the wedding feast of the Lamb in heaven with all the angels and the saints. So let's show what we believe by how we dress and things too. Also, this Sunday we will have a blood drive that has been in the bulletin. It will be Sunday from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And so there'll be some buses here that will be able to allow you to go give blood within them. You can sign up within the church. Well, basically, you're just going to be able to come now on Sunday morning to that. I just want to thank again Mary's Blessings and all who did a great job with the food drive. And just encourage you always, if your heart goes out to like the poor and wanting to help them, get involved with Mary's Blessings, right? We need people using that charism and that drive that's there, that we know we're going to be judged on by Matthew 25. Like, how did we care for the poor? Like, all of us need to be doing it. So especially if you ever desire to help out, like, contact Mary's Blessings. They'll probably be able to find out a way that you can do more. Something I should have said at very first was this Saturday we have a women's retreat at the parish. It starts at 10 a.m. and will go through the 4 p.m. Mass. So there's going to be Charlotte Sacco is her name. She's been here before. As far as I've heard about her, she's good. Again, it's good for you ladies. While I can give you some things, and there'll be time for that too, little other reflections and retreats and things like that I'm planning. I wanted to give you ladies a time to have kind of woman-to-woman sorority, I guess we call it, and as well like another woman coming in to give you some reflections. And the reflection will be on Mary, the woman of mystery. Mary is the woman of mystery, of mystagogy, we would say, in Easter time, of going deeper into the mystery. She and the truths that we understand about her, like, in a sense, are a mystery to us, like the mind-blowing, like, grace and gift that she has been given. Well, guess what? She, in a sense, wants to invite us into that via grace. And so for you ladies to understand femininity, the beauty of Mary, accepting her as your mother, how she's the mother of the Eucharist, and how at the same time she wants to help you receive Jesus in the Eucharist, etc., etc. I won't give away all of the retreat, but encourage any lady in the parish, or even if you're outside the parish, I would say come on to this women's retreat on May 17th, that's Saturday morning at 10 a.m., and it's going to go through the 4 p.m. Mass. So meaning, like, you're going to have 3 conferences, then there'll be some time for confession, and then there'll be the 4 p.m. Mass. So come on out for that. Lastly, the 2 last things I would say would be at the 11 a.m. Mass this week will be some of our graduates, and so they're going to come in cap and gown, and that, like, it's a regalia that is set apart for graduation, right? So this is even showing us when we get involved in certain events, we dress a certain way. So again, Mass is the greatest, we should dress that way. Well, they're bringing what their earthly accomplishments are and offering that sacrifice, even in, because that's going to be probably pretty hot. They're offering that piece of what they've done for the last, like, 4 years, or blood, sweat, and tears type of thing, to the Lord, and unite it to His sacrifice. We're going to keep Jesus Christ the focus of Holy Mass, because it's really about Him and the Father and the Holy Spirit. They'll get a particular blessing. And then we'll all just encourage you to come on over to the parish hall so we can celebrate what they've done, their accomplishments through the gifts and skills that God has given and that they have honed, and as well, like, where they're going and that sort of thing, because this is important, to know where they're going. We need to pray for them, etc., etc. So I encourage you to join us in that time of festivity after the greatest feast, which is the wedding feast of the Lamb. And then lastly, one other thing I do want to point out to some of our parishioners is that this next week, on the 21st, there will be the prime timers going on a pilgrimage to St. Mary's Basilica in Galveston. So this is like that cathedral down in Galveston. It's the oldest cathedral in Texas. It is the mother church of all of Texas, because every other diocese broke away from us. That was like one of the first churches, and we were the first diocese again of Texas. It's a beautiful church. If you've never seen it, and you're a prime timer, you're in that category that could be a prime timer, I encourage you to go. I love that church. It's a not like the co-cathedral, not this gigantic, monstrous, I don't mean to say that in a wrong way, but like big church is what I mean. It's a tiny, beautiful church in comparison to the co-cathedral. And again, beautiful woodwork, wonderful paintings, glasswork, all these sorts of things. It had gotten like 6 feet of mud or something like that in it after one of the hurricanes, and they cleaned it, restored it. It's beautiful. I think there's even an indulgence attached to it in this year of hope. So to go down there and do the whole pilgrimage component, that's why it's being called a pilgrimage, not just like a tour of the basilica down there or the cathedral down there. So encourage it. If you can go. It's going to be a great day, and to go to that beautiful place, because we need to see beautiful churches. We need to see as well, like historically, like where our roots are and things like that. Very lastly, I just encourage you, because I did say lastly already, but keep praying for the Pope, right? Right now, a time we can see like the world is trying to pin him into categories and like, is he conservative? Is he a liberal? Like, what is he? Like, we don't like him because whatever. Like, pray for the man. Again, if there's anybody who's going to have more like demonic warfare against him, this guy's going to have the most. And so we got to pray for him, and we got to pray that he be a good holy priest and man and bishop and pope, right? And just recognize that, like, if he's truly being thoroughly Catholic, like nobody in the world's going to like him. Not the conservatives, not the liberals, not the libertarians, not the whatever. Because Catholics, we don't fit in a box. We are followers of Jesus Christ along the narrow way, and the world just isn't going to like us. So let's keep like hoping and praying for him, that he be again that good shepherd formed after the capital G, capital S, good shepherd that there is. So with that, all right, God bless y'all. That's your weekly parish update. Anything else, look at the bulletin or watch out on our Facebook page for just things that we utilize, that we post there. Because that's where, right now, until we get some other tools at our disposal, that's where we're posting a lot of things, little updates, stuff like that. And I will say, just because this is being posted before tomorrow, the 9 a.m. Mass is canceled tomorrow. I told you on Sunday that I had a death in the family, and I need to go and minister rites up in like Fort Worth. And so that's just a reminder too that while I couldn't find coverage in terms of a priest, go to Mass somewhere else, or you can come to the church and you can pray, maybe pray the Liturgy of the Hours. I posted, there will be a posting at 6:30 p.m. on Facebook tonight about the Liturgy of the Hours and like where you can pray it. That's a thing the Second Vatican Council encouraged the laity to pray, so encourage you to learn how to pray that. Maybe we'll probably have a class and some stuff like that in the near future to do that. And then if you do come to pray at the church, or if you pray at home, or you go pray at another church, like with the Holy Mass, encourage you to just be praying for vocations. I've told y'all this the last 2-3 weekends. We are definitely in a priest crisis, and meaning like not enough of them around, and we need far more. And the reality is God is a good Father, and He is certainly calling a lot of young men to care for the millions of Catholics and millions of souls that are in Houston, to bring them to Jesus Christ, to follow the way, the truth, and life, that narrow road. But there needs to be priests to be able to administer a lot of those sacraments. You are a part of bringing forth those priests. You are the vocations office in a sense. You are the vocations committee of the diocese, not just like one man and his like little staff. No, you are it. Like the way you live your life, the way you give Christian witness, the way you're striving for sanctity, the way you talk to young men and say like, hey, I see in you the potential of being a priest. Or again, for religious, like if it's like, maybe have you ever thought, young lady, about being a sister? Like, you seem to exude some of the beauty of that I've seen in like religious sisters before, and like your devotion to prayer, etc., etc. And then of course be praying for these people, praying and doing penance. We know through Our Lady of Fatima, whose feast day was this week, like that prayer and penance do things. Mary said that many people go to hell because nobody's doing prayer and penance for them. Well, guess what? There's probably many vocations being missed because we're not doing prayer and penance for them. So do prayer and penance. When you're in the state of grace, that does a tremendous amount. Like you are yoked to Christ, you're in him, he wants to work through you, with you, and in you, and that's how he works in the world, through, again, like us. So do those prayers and penances for a lot of priests, a lot of consecrated religious that come from our parish and from, again, the rest of the diocese, because we need them. We need holy shepherds, we need more shepherds, we need, and let's all, to get that, let's all keep striving for sanctity. All right, God bless y'all. Bye.